Okay guys, so I'm actually going to time these to see how long they actually take. I think it's about half an hour. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're just going to come to the top of our mat. I'm going to stand in the middle so you can see me. You're just going to relax the shoulders away from the ears, have the feet about hip width apart, and just exhale here. On your inhale, I want you to bring the arms up, palms facing each other, and look up to the sky. You can come up onto your tippy toes here if you want for a full stretch. And then back down to the heels. From here, you're just going to exhale and fold forward. And just hold on to the elbows and rock gently from left to right. Just loosening out that lower back. At the start of this little class, guys, if you want to bend the knees to get a deeper stretch in the lower back, just before those muscles warm up, that's absolutely fine. Once you're here, just breathing nice and gently, nice and softly, and you can bring the hands to the back of your calves or the back of your thighs and just try and draw that chest in close to the body for one inhale. Exhale here and try and melt into the legs. And then you're going to inhale and bring the arms out wide and all the way back up to the top. We're going to do this 2 more times. You can follow me or you can do it in time with your own breathing. So exhale, fold down. Hang here. If you're working on your flexibility, it's always good. So if you're getting your hands to your shins or to your ankles, just be aware of how far you get them so that you know you can push yourself a little bit the next time. As you inhale, lengthen the spine. So make your spine nice and long. Draw the crown of the head forward. And exhale, you can melt back down so that you can get further into that stretch. We're going to inhale and bring those arms all the way up. Fill up those lungs. Hold at the top. Look towards the sky. And last one, we're going to exhale, fold forward. Whatever feels comfortable here, holding the arms, rocking side to side, back and forward, or you can hold on to the ankles or any part of the leg that feels comfortable, just to feel that stretch along the backs of the legs. If you bend your knees and bring your chest closer to your legs, you'll feel the stretch more in the lower back as well. So you can wrap your arms around your thighs, bend the knees, and kind of hunch the shoulders forward. Play around with your stretches, guys. They don't have to be stagnant. Move to what feels comfortable. Last one, we're going to inhale and circle sweep the arms all the way up. Oh, hi, Neve. Then we're going to exhale, fold forward. So if your forward fold is to here, that's perfectly fine. Mine is a little bit lower, but then what I want you to do is just inhale and lift up so that your back comes to nearly a straight position. So you can put your hands here or lower on the floor. Inhale to here, then exhale, collapse more. Then we're going to plant the hands, and you can either step the feet out behind you one at a time, or else you can jump back into your plank position. So hold it here for a few seconds. Then watch my shoulders. I'm going to push them away from my chest, and I'm going to look up towards the sky. Drop the hips low, let the toes relax, stretching that core. Then I'm going to tuck the toes, come back to that plank position, and then we're going to bend the knees and push the bum up high to downward dog. Inhale to plank, and then we're going to raise our right leg into the air for three-legged dog, and you're just going to twist it across to your left elbow. Just a tiny bit of work to engage that core. Then back to three-legged dog. Then you're going to bring it through, so come forward onto your toes, and then you're going to place your foot between your hands. If it lands back here, that's fine, guys. Just move around so that it's comfortable. You want your hands framing your foot, and you want your back leg engaged, so nice and straight and engaged. From here, what we're going to do is you're going to round the back like this, and straighten the leg. And then as you exhale, you're going to push forward. So it's like a lunge cat-cow. Inhale round the back. Feel the stretch along the back of the leg. Chest forward. Sorry, that was wrong. Inhale here, so chest forward. Exhale round the back. Straighten the right leg. Good. Now we're going to come back to our low lunge. And we're just going to open up to the side. So if you've got your right leg forward, you're going to plant your left hand and reach the right arm up high. Keep both those legs engaged. And just breathe here. Open that chest. Follow your gaze all the way up to your hand. If that's too intense, keep your eyes down to keep your balance. But if you can, follow that hand up. Exhale, coming back down. Then we're going to inhale. And we're just going to come up to a high lunge. And arms up straight. Then we're going to exhale and drop the elbows back down. Open that chest, looking up to the sky. Deepen that lunge. 2 more breaths here. Perfect. Then bring the arms back down. Okay, we're going to step the right leg back into our down dog. So to get into your downward dog, bend those knees, push that bum up high. And then try and drop the heels to the ground. So they could be a little bit stiff at the start or for the next few weeks. So just walk the legs out first. And then try and get them all the way to the ground. Once we're here, we're going to lift the left leg up into 3-legged dog. We're going to twist across to the right elbow. Knee to the right elbow. That's just working the core. Then all the way back. And then we're going to bring the leg or bring the foot between the hands. So up onto the toes, bring it forward, and then if it's not comfortable, wiggle. Move yourself until you feel comfortable in this position. Then from here, we're going to do our cat-cow again. So you're going to inhale, push the chest through, feel the stretch on the right thigh. And then as you exhale, you're going to straighten the left leg and round the back. We're going to do 2 more of these, guys. Inhale, come through. And exhale, push it back. I don't know why my music has stopped. Lovely. Last one. Inhale, push the chest through, eyes up. And exhale all the way back. Round that back. Lovely. From here, we're going to come up to our lunge, arms up nice and straight. Then you're going to drop the elbows back and looking up to the sky. 2 breaths here. Excellent. Coming back down to that low lunge, you're going to place your right hand on the floor. If you find your stretch has gone too far, bring the leg back in. You want to feel comfortable in these. So pop your right hand onto the floor, open up to the left, follow that left hand all the way up. Lovely. A few more breaths here. Keep the gaze to the floor if you wobble too much up here. Last breath. Back down to the floor. And then I want you to step back into your down dog. So bend the knees, push those hips up high. And we're just going to have a few breaths here. Excellent. From here, I want you to come into plank and drop the knees. Untuck the toes. Pop the big toes together. Widen the knees and sit back down into child's pose. When you're in child's pose, your forehead can be on the floor, or else you can turn your face to one side or the other, whatever feels comfortable. What I want you to concentrate on is walking those fingers out so that you feel a stretch. We're going to take about 5 breaths here. So just really think about sitting back into the heels and enjoying this pose, all right? So move the knees, move the toes if you need to, whatever feels comfortable. So we'll take 5 breaths here. Trying to get that chest close to the floor, walking those fingers out. Don't have constant pressure, guys. On your exhale, let the body relax into this pose. So inhale and stretch. Exhale, relax. Let the body go soft. We'll take 1 more breath here. And now, if you need to look up to see what I'm doing, do. But try and not come out of the pose. What we're going to do is we're just going to walk the hands over to the right hand side and feel that stretch on the left side of the body. So just walking them over, staying back on your heels, keeping those arms stretched still, and just moving to the right hand side. So the entire left side of the body should feel that stretch. Just take 2 breaths here. Excellent. Then we're going to walk the hands back through the center. Take 1 breath in the center. And then we're going to walk the hands to the other side. So open up the right hand side of the body this time. Nearly from the elbow down to the hip, you should feel this. And just feel that stretch. Take 2 nice big breaths here. Good work. And we're going to come back to the center. From here, don't panic, we're not doing push-ups. We're going to come up onto the knees, roll all the way forward, bend the arms, come all the way down, straighten the legs, and then you're going to stretch the core. So where your hands are, you're going to push through and try and just round that lower back. Try, sometimes as you come up, you tense your bum and it squeezes together. Try and let that relax and just feel the hips relax with it. You can move the hips in small controlled movements from side to side, just to really feel that stretch through the core. Make sure that those shoulders are away from your ears. And then we're just going to push back to child's pose. Stretch those arms out in front. And then last time we're going to come up to stretch that core. Good, so let those hips sink towards the mat. Excellent. We're going to come onto our hands and knees, guys. We've already done cat and cow, well, a version of it. So we're just going to do 3 here. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. I want you to inhale, push your bum up into the air, reach the chest and the chin forward. You're going to inhale here, and on your exhale you're going to reverse that movement. So you're going to round the upper back, round the spine, tuck the chin into the chest and hold here. I want you to do 2 more, guys, going to your own breath. So don't follow me, just try and give yourself the guidance and go through the movement yourself. Excellent. Then I want you to tuck the toes, guys. Bring the knees up, back into downward dog. And we're just going to do 1 more version of a lunge here, and then we're going to come to seated. So drive that right leg back up again, bring it through to the hands, and you're going to come all the way up straight away to your regular lunge. So your right leg is in front, your right hand follows your right leg, and you're going to twist the back foot so that it's in line with the back of the mat. So your toes are facing that way, to the left. Arms out straight, Make sure that they're at like a shoulder height position. Pop the right knee out to the right slightly. And what we're going to do is we're just going to settle here for 2 breaths. So just feel that stretch in the inner thighs. Then you're going to turn your right palm up and you're going to stretch over your left hand side. So let that left hand slide down the body and open up the right hand side of the body. Good. Follow the hand with your eyes if you can. If it's too intense, just look to the floor. Good. Coming out of that movement, we're going to straighten our right leg. Drop the hand down. If that means it can only go to the thigh or the knee, that's fine. If you can, bring it down to the floor. And then follow the left hand up to the ceiling. Lovely. Inhale, coming all the way up. Bend the right knee, flip the palm, and slide that left hand down your leg. Good. Switching it back. Straighten the right leg, hand to the floor, follow that left hand high. Last one, we're just going to come to our warrior. And then you're going to windmill the arms all the way down to frame your foot. Turn that back foot in again. Then you're going to step forward into your fold. Stretch here. Try and put the pressure into the front of the tops of your feet, guys, into your toes rather than into your heels. Good. Inhale all the way up. You're going to fold and then you're going to step or jump the feet back. Hold the plank, widen the feet, bend the knees into down dog. And we're going to lift, sorry, I had to remember, we're going to lift our left leg up high. Drive it through. Come all the way up to your warrior 2. Feel that stretch in the legs. Arms shoulder height. Settle in here. Push that left knee or the front knee out to the left hand side. Make sure that the toes are facing forward. And the back leg, well, to the right. We're going to inhale and stretch. Follow that right leg down. We're going to breathe here for 2 more breaths. Then we're going to come the opposite direction, straighten your left leg, drop that hand to the floor. And right arm up to the sky. We're only going to do 1 more of these, guys. Excellent. Coming back up, bending the left knee, stretching through. Good work. Then we're going to windmill the arms. Turn that foot in, step back, drop the knees into down dog. And then we're going to come into our plank position and you're going to bring your right leg parallel with the top of your mat. So it's going across, whoops, you guys can't see that. So you're going to bring your right knee to your right wrist and then try and get your left toes to your left wrist. So your leg is going across at the front. Then you're going to drop your back leg and you're going to push your chest forward. If this is intense enough, stay here. If it's too intense, bring the knee back a little bit from your hands. So stay here if you want. If you're enjoying the stretch, like in the hip flexors and that general area, you can come down onto your elbows and hold here. And if you really want to, you can come all the way down and place the forehead on the floor and just sink into this stretch here. So feel free to move your hips if you want to move them a bit over to the right or to the left, just to feel that stretch work away. We're just going to take 3 breaths here, guys. And then slowly come out of this position, pushing the chest forward. Be really gentle with this next movement. Be careful of the knee. So just wiggle your foot in towards your body and then bring it back. Switching over, bring that left knee to your left wrist and guide the foot up. So you're going to drop down here, or sorry, if here is comfortable, stay here. If you want, come down to the elbows, and if you want to intensify that stretch, come all the way down to the floor. So we're going to take 3 breaths here. Last one. Lovely, and slowly coming out of that position, bringing the knee back in, and we're just going to come to a seated position. What I want us to do, I'm just going to turn this way so you can see better, is we're going to pop the soles of the feet together to increase the intensity on this stretch, bring them closer to the body, or to decrease it, bring them further away. So feel whatever's comfortable. Don't push through pain, guys. You want to feel a gentle stretch. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold on to the ankles with your hands, and you're going to use your elbows to gently press down on the legs to just increase that stretch. If you feel comfortable sitting up tall and staying here, that's perfect. Do your own stretch there. If you'd like, you can push down and bring the chest towards the feet, and that will really intensify the stretch in the lower, or in the inner thighs. I'm just breathing here for a few moments, so pushing down against the knees and the outsides of the thighs, trying to bring them as close to the floor as you can while keeping that back nice and straight, pushing the chest through. Lovely, guys. And then slowly come out of that position. What we're going to do, you guys will still be on your mat, is we're going to straighten the left leg and bring the right leg across. You're going to pop your elbow on your right knee, and I want you to lengthen up. So sit up as tall as you can here. Bring the hand in close to the body to keep that back nice and straight. And then you're just going to twist to the right and try and look over that right shoulder. Good work. We'll take a few breaths here. And then straighten out the leg, and we're going to do it on the opposite side. So left leg over, hook that elbow in, and then stretch the body. So if you want it to be like more of a stretch, move the hand a little bit away from the body so that you can feel the body twist around. Lengthen that spine, looking over the left shoulder. Good stuff. Excellent, guys. Coming back with the legs straight, we're just gonna come down onto our back. So just slowly, 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 vertebrae by vertebrae, coming all the way down onto the floor. And we're just gonna quickly bring the feet out to the same width as your mat, and then let the knees fall in. So we just want to counteract that reverse butterfly. So we're just going to let the hips fall in together. So knees touching, legs out wide, just breathing here. Lovely. Bring the feet back in, drop the left leg, bend the right knee and twist it across the body. Bring the right arm out straight and look towards the right hand, and let that knee drop down. Super, guys. Back to center. Whoops, I just realized the time. Extend the right leg, left knee up, pushing it over, There's a couch in my way, but extend that left hand, look towards the left. Excellent, guys. Back to center. I just want you to grab either your thighs, your calves, or the sides of your feet, and just let gravity push your back, melt it into the mat, and you can rock from side to side here just to give the back a little stretch. Then bring the knees into the chest, give them a big squeeze, and exhale completely down onto the mat. If you've got a jumper or a blanket or a pair of socks, whatever you want to make yourself comfortable, pop them on now. Get yourself sorted. And I just want you to take a big breath in, and quite a excessive exhale. So just let all of that negative energy and the stress just leave the body. From now on, I don't want you to concentrate too much on your breathing. I just want you to breathe naturally. Let the back relax into the mat. Let the feet turn out if they want, and let the palms face up to the ceiling with the arms out wide. What we're going to do is we're just going to relax the body in stages. So we're just going to gently focus all of that energy onto our big toes. So both the right toe and the left toe. Bring your concentration down there and let a wave of relaxing energy flood through the toe and spread to the other toes on the feet. Now you're going to come to the fronts, sides and soles of the feet, and just feel that energy flood through the feet. I want you to move up to your ankles, and I want you to pretend that someone has pressure, that they're holding both your ankles, and as you exhale, I want you to feel that pressure release and feel that those ankles relax. Next, I want you to come up to the calves. I want you to feel the muscle tissue on the backs of the calves melting into the mat. And I want you to feel the strength from your shin bone. Bring warmth to that area and let it relax and melt into the mat. Coming up to the knees, feel if there's any tenderness or any discomfort in the knees, and let them adjust and move to where it feels comfortable. Bring warmth to the knees and support. Feel them supported from your calves and your thighs. Traveling up to the thighs, feel them smelt into the mat, the fronts, backs and sides. Feel the big muscles in those very, very strong limbs relax into the mat. After this, you're going to come up to the hips and the pelvic floor. Pretend someone's pressing down on the hips. A firm, comforting pressure on the hips. And as you exhale, let the hips lift up and release. Let them spread wide and melt into the mat. Coming up to the stomach. Make sure you're not engaging the core at this point. It's done its job all week. Let it relax. Just bring your focus to the internal organs and the digestive system and just feel it working inside. Inhale and fill the belly up with all of that fresh air, and exhale, let it release. Next, you're going to move up to the ribs, the rib cage and the lungs. Feel the lungs expand as you inhale, and as you exhale, feel them collapse into the body. Take another breath here and just appreciate and focus on that movement. We're coming up to the collarbone and the shoulders, Make sure that that gap between the ears and the shoulders is as long as it can be, and that they're relaxing down the back and into the mat. Bring that wave of relaxation to the forearms, the upper arms, the elbows, and the wrists. Feel that muscle tissue melt into the mat, and let the wrists relax and be supported by the hands. Just bring awareness to the hands and notice, are your hands clenched into a fist, or are they relaxed and opened, or a little bit in the middle? Feel that energy go through each finger individually into the thumb, the forefingers, and all the rest of them right down to the pinky. Then travel back up the arm, through the shoulders that are now relaxed and pressed against the mat, up along the neck, and notice if there's any discomfort in the neck. Adjust your position if needed. You're going to come up to the face and the jaw, and just make sure that the jaw isn't tense and that it's relaxed. Same with your cheeks, your eyelids, your eye sockets, and your forehead. Feel that wave like a warm washcloth over the face and just helping it to relax. The crown of the head, the back of the head, and the sides of the heads. Just bring that focus there and help your whole body relax into the mat. If your thoughts start to wander, just bring them back to the body and just let them concentrate on that natural breath. I want you to think of a moment or an incident during the week that brought you joy, even if it was just for a second or for a day. I just want you to think about how you felt, how your body relaxed in that moment. And I want you to feel that energy and just be in that moment. Don't worry about the befores or the afters. Just that one incident that made you happy. Could have been a cup of coffee in the morning, could have been knowing that your favourite programme was coming on, or it could have been an act of kindness by someone else. No matter how big or how small, just be in that moment. When you're ready, I want you to start to bring small movement back into your fingers and into your toes. Deepen the breath and bring energy back into the body. Extend your arms over your head and have a lovely stretch there, and then bring them back to your start position. Then you're going to bring your right arm up to your ear, and you're going to roll onto your right hand side and take a few breaths here. When you're ready, push yourself back up to sitting and slowly open the eyes. We all okay? No problem. Don't fall asleep now during the day. You're welcome, no problem at all. How did you find that, Claire?
Yeah, that was good.
Good, okay. Sorry, my music kept stopping. That's usually I lie down and do it with you, but it just kept annoying me, so I came up and I was just like looking at a blank screen. I was like, I wonder if anyone's still doing it. Were any of those, some of those moves were a little bit
stronger than what we usually do. But were they okay? Did you kind of find some form of them helped?
Like the first week, the downward dog, I was like, how do people find this relaxing? I was like, really struggle with it.
You are the first week, my first month of yoga, I would literally just hold my breath in that position and be like, okay, what's next? When do we move? But it is, and it's a case of like letting your knees bend and getting like everything in yoga. Like you're supposed to be like pushing yourself to a certain extent that you want to feel a stretch, you want to feel an increase, but you're not supposed to be in pain. You're not supposed to be holding your breath and like, oh, I need to stay in this. Like if that happens, just come out of the pose. Just sit down or go into, like, I don't know if you enjoy child's pose or not, but go into that or just go into something comfortable and then try it again. Because if you're tensing all those muscles, it's defeating the purpose.
Yeah.
But no, really, really well done. No problem. Have a lovely weekend, guys.
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye.